Hello, this is Kelton Rowley, and I will be presenting a biography on retired astronaut and pilot Chris Hadfield. Chris Hadfield is a Canadian astronaut, engineer, and former Royal Canadian Air Force fighter pilot. He is the first Canadian to walk in space and has served as the commander of the International Space Station. He has spent a total of 166 days in space. Born on August 29, 1959, Hadfield was raised on a farm in southern Ontario. It did not take long for him to grow an interest in space. At 9 years old, Hadfield watched the Apollo 11 moon landing and has been inspired ever since. Hadfield graduated as an Ontario Scholar in 1978 from Milton District High School. He received his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the Royal Military College and would later go on to receive his master's degree in aviation systems from the University of Tennessee Institute in 1992. His thesis concerned attack aerodynamics of the F-18 fighter jet. Hadfield joined the military and would become the top graduate from basic jet training in 1983. After completing his training, Hadfield flew CF-18 Hornet jets, and in the late 1980s, Hadfield would join the U.S. Air Force Test Pilot School as an exchange officer. He would go on to help develop many new aircrafts and has flown over 70 different types of aircrafts throughout his career. Hadfield has served many roles in his space career, including NASA's Chief Capcom, which is the voice of mission control to astronauts in orbit, the Chief Astronaut for the Canadian Space Agency from 1996 to 2000, and Commander of the ISS in 2013, amongst many more. Hadfield's first mission to space was on the STS-74 in 1995, where they met with and supplied the Russian space station Mir. He became the first and only Canadian to visit this station, and this was interesting because a decade prior, Hadfield considered Soviet Russia his enemy when serving in the military. His second mission involved a visit to the ISS in 2001. He performed 2 spacewalks on this mission, making him the first Canadian to walk in space. Hadfield considers this one of his most awe-inspiring and perspective-changing experiences in his career. On his last mission to space, Hadfield would become the first Canadian to command the ISS. Shortly after landing from 6 months at the ISS, Hadfield would retire in June 2013 so that he could fulfill a long-time promise to his wife and return home to Canada. Forbes magazine has described Hadfield as perhaps the most media-savvy astronaut ever to leave Earth. His ability to interact with media has allowed him to show the public what life on the ISS is like on multiple occasions. As of 2018, Hadfield has 2.39 million followers on Twitter and has his own website. Thank you for watching. If you would like to learn anything more about Chris Hadfield, you may visit his website where he regularly posts content.